Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bolt Grand Prix of Australia. It's Wednesday night, time for Tier 2 racing, and we're very excited to see what will go on tonight. We've got a few new drivers in this tier, and very excited to see what they can do. With me in the comms box, I've got Dylan, one of our new drivers in Tier 1. Good evening, Dylan.
How's it, Anton? Yeah, so Tier 2, I watched the Tier 3 race on, I think it was Monday, and there were a couple collisions, a couple lap 1 incidents that hopefully we can avoid this time, and hopefully see some closer racing later on in the race.
Yes, absolutely.
So this isn't just the Grand Prix of Australia. We actually have a sponsor for the series. So we've got Bolt Projects Grand Prix of Australia. Anton, I don't know if you want to tell the guys a little bit more about it.
Yes, definitely. So Bolt Projects is our sponsor for tonight's race, and they are electrical and maintenance contractors. So Bolt Projects, they are committed to service excellence and durable solutions. Some of the examples of the service that they offer are not only limited to are water tanks, piping and boreholes, hydraulic and automation, access control, gate motors, industrial electrical installations, domestic electrical installations, air conditioners, certificate of compliances, geysers, solar installations, generators, and inverter and UPS installations. So Durable Projects, their business address is at 41 Beach Road, Nahoon, East London, 5241. The telephone number, you can reach them at 078 448 0373. Fax number 086 699 0741. Or you can drop them an email at dearboltprojects@gmail.co.za. So thank you, Bolt Projects, for the sponsoring of this race. We'll definitely share their contact details again later during the race.
Right, so Q1, we've got the first couple laps coming out. We've got Magesh on his first lap. So if you're not familiar with the format, it'll be 3 qualifying sessions. Q1, I think we'll see the bottom 3 drivers come out. I don't know if that changes, but it should just be the bottom 3, and then to the end of Q2, only the top 10 will go through. And the top 10 in Q2 will then have to run on the tyre that they did their fastest lap on, so we might see some people risking it to go on the medium tyres to try to set a lap. And then we'll have a top 10 shootouts as we go into Q3, which will only be 12 minutes. So we've got Magesh on his first lap here. Very easy to cut this chicane, so he'll hit the left-right. Being very cautious. Taking a lot of curb on the right. And then you'll hit the DRS. You want to be in about 4th, sometimes 5th gear into this corner, depending on how brave you are. So he's got all the way down to 3rd, and now he's going to pretty much rev it out, going to the right-hander, and he's going to have the left-right chicane here. And then this last corner on the right, very, very difficult to get your traction right if you've got the traction control off. Saggy Fat Face with the first lap for 122.5. We've got Magesh coming across the line. He sets a 124.2. Okay, so much slower than Saggy Fat Face's first lap.
I think to be fair to Magesh, it's also his first race for FTR in Tier 2, so probably just getting to familiarize himself with the new drivers and getting that pre-race butterflies under control. So Nick Gishan doing a 121.4, one of our older drivers here or more familiar drivers in FTR, also a very quick racer, so very good time from Nick.
Yeah, so as the sessions come down, obviously the time start to come down as well. We're looking at a low 21 to even a high 20, depending on how well the drivers get on. So we'll just have a see now as he comes across the line, and Creel does a... Hold on. Wait, was that the outlap? I think so. Whoopsie daisy. What's that about?
Now Creel just started his hot lap now. Oh, and we've got a return from the session. I'm not sure what happened there to Manu. Unfortunately, I missed that.
Oh, it looks like he's crashed.
Good grief.
Yeah, it looks like he's crashed.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Like we mentioned, that last quick distance during after the back straight. I'm not sure if that was where the incident happened, but a very deceitful corner there. You can really misjudge yourself there and get yourself into a lot of trouble.
Yeah, so Manu will start at the back of the grid, obviously providing nobody else DNFs. Hopefully that doesn't happen. We will get a few engineers coming onto the stream a little bit later. I don't know if you want to talk about that, Anton.
Yes, so we've got a thing where we invite race engineers for some teams during qualifying. So we'll just maybe get a chat with them and find out if they will share with us what the strategies are for the race and what they will be looking for. And then also during the race, we'll have another chat with them just to find out how the races are going. So the race engineers that we will invite tonight is we've got Silent Knight, who will be the race engineer for the Mercedes team. Lee van Rooyen will be the service engineer for the Red Bull team, and then Rebecca, one of our new drivers, he will be helping the Ferrari guys out. So we'll just have a chat with them a little bit later on.
Right, so we've got a couple more times coming in. Doesn't seem to be anything that can really touch the leader on a 121.4. Well done to Nick there. We see Burnout now coming around the last corner. He'll start his lap, DRS open, and I don't know if you want to talk us through this lap, Anson.
Yes. Let me just. So yeah, Panego getting on towards the last S's before entering the back straight. You're going flat out here, touch the left hand of the track, going over to the right, close to the wall, and then normally I would quick downshift 2 gears, make sure you touch the apex, exit the second corner safely, and then you are in the DRS zone. Downshift 4 gears to 4th, back up to speed another 2 gears down, touch the apex, and then you come into the last S's just before you finish your... Okay, sorry, my apologies. I think I just...
yeah, I was going to say, I think you're looking at the wrong guy. So I've been following Burnout. He's on the left-right, taking a lot of curb on the right hand. Yes. Hasn't gone for the DRS. I don't know why he hasn't gone for the DRS there. He hasn't activated it, so he's lost a little bit of time there. And he's come around the right-hander nice and smooth, not too many issues. And yeah, looks like he's gone off his lap, so that's unfortunate. Only 6 people have set a lap so far. Again, Nick out ahead, a very close lap by Buddha, and it looks like Burnout might finally attempt something. Here we go, third time lucky.
Yes. Once again, my apologies for taking you for the wrong driver.
Right, so Burnout on a lap. He's gonna go into, he's take second gear into the right hander. Very difficult to get traction from second gear. He's gonna take third. Decent exit. I'll take a little bit more curb for the most part there, but now he's gonna come to some traffic. Ooh, traffic being very 50-50 for him. I don't know if the dirty air was going to affect him.
Ooh,
is that invalidated?
In 2020, where you can definitely feel the impact of the dirty air. Something new that wasn't in the 2019 lab.
Yeah, so Australia, I don't think it will affect you as much as some other tracks. It can be really bad, or this Burnout runs very, very wide. It can be very bad on some tracks. So like I know America's, or that's really, really bad. But Australia, you've only got the left-right chicane to really contend with. But yeah, other than that, dirty air shouldn't be affecting you too much. But when you're in qualifying and you're going for every 10th, dirty air can be a real nuisance.
So just looking at our leaderboard currently, we've got Nick Gisham on a 121.4. In second place, we've got it's me Buddha, both of them drivers for the Alfa Romeo team, so Alfa on the front so far, with a 121.4. And in third place, we've got Saggy Fatface in the Renault doing a 121.9. So a very close times there for the top three.
Right, so we're on board with Saggy Fatface now, currently in third place, 121.9, so not not exactly up there, but he's managed to get past the traffic quite easily, and hopefully he gets a good sector 1 year. I'm hoping he gets purple. Oh, a little bit wide there. But yeah, 5 tenths off the lead as Donovan goes into third with a 121.6. Very good lap from him. That should see him through to Q1. I don't know what time you'd be looking for to get out of Q1. Again, only 3 drivers that'll get disqualified, and one of them's already out.
Yes. Yes, I think what I'm seeing on my screen right now is that it's a 121 to a 124 for the drivers. And then only Jaco Nagel was the 137.2. But yeah, something definitely went wrong there. I know Jaco is a lot quicker than that. So he should be also in the 122s, I believe.
So are you thinking it's maybe a 120, like a low 24 that might see you through into this next session?
Yes, definitely.
Alright, so if I just find somebody else to hop onto. I don't really know how to pronounce the name. I'm going to go for Avalach. I'm not.
Yes, Miller.
Oh, there we go. Alright, so on board with him. He's starting a lap. We'll see how he gets on. He has not set a time at the minute. Again, I'm new to the series, so I don't know who's quick, who's not. So I'm very much on my toes trying to figure out what's going on as he goes through the Ferrari. very, very odd to see that. You don't really get to see the ghosting happen on the live stream, unfortunately. But just be assured that he was ghosted. Nothing magical's happened there as he cuts the grass. Oh, just avoids the wall, nearly ending up like Manu did and DNFing.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he's pulled off his lap now.
Yes, I'm just quickly going to go through our comments for our stream. So Ignite saying, hi everyone, Gerard Kort, one of our tier 1 drivers, saying good evening guys. Tapiwe, let's go tier 2, let's go Red Bull. Artosi, I think it's probably one of your friends, Delano, my boy.
that's me. That's me. How's it, Ethan? How you doing, bud?
Henry Nagel also saying good luck, Jacques Nel and Jaco Nagel. So she's rooting for the Ferrari team. Let's see who else we've got. We've got Allo Jansen from Rensburg rooting for Go Pofmeis. Bonita Kotze also one of our regulars saying hi guys. So Bonita. Also, she's saying that she supports Nambull up tonight. One of our Red Bull drivers teaming up with Avila.
Oh, very good.
So yeah, thanks for the comments, guys, and make sure to keep them coming. We'll definitely send some shoutouts throughout the race.
Yeah, thanks very much, guys. If you enjoy what we're seeing, maybe share the stream amongst WhatsApp groups, or maybe you've got somebody that you want to support and maybe get some more support from them in the chat. Send out the link. We obviously want to get as many people as we can watching the stream. We've got a couple more times coming in, looking like some 22s, some 23s. Just a reminder, your bottom 3 places will be the people who won't go through to Q2. So at the moment we've got Manu who DNF'd. We've got Sniffle who hasn't set a lap, and Jaco now on a 137, which I don't think is a very representative time. Currently in 15th. I've just got a suggestion to turn down the mic, so I'm gonna just do that quickly whilst you bear with me. Sorry about this, guys.
good. It's going to downshift probably, yeah, 2 gears, taking the right and then onto the back straight.
So
let's see what his time looks like.
So check, is this any better, guys? Is this mic okay? Is my volume okay? Just like to get some feedback there. So that's all changed, so who were we talking about? Jaco.
Jaco, he's just about to finish his hot lap. Let's see what his time is going to look like, but he's definitely going to improve. It puts him up in 11th with a 123.3.
Has it? It hasn't updated on my screen.
Yeah, I think maybe there's a delay with the stream. I'm seeing there's quite a long delay with the commentary I see to the stream. It makes things a bit difficult and tricky for us, but we'll see how we manage.
Right, okay. Well, we've got a few people on the outlaps. They won't be able to complete them as there's only 20 seconds left in the session. On my screen, at least, it looks like Sniffles hasn't set a time. Sniffleizer, there we go. I'm not too. I think my my standings is a bit corrupt here. I don't know what's going on. I'll see if I can reset it.
Okay. So there's the end for qualifying 1. I think I'm going to see if I can get one of our race engineers in so that we can maybe have a chat and find out how they are doing. If you can just quickly give me a second.
So, end of Q1, at least on my screen, it looked like Nick's gone through on pole for Q1 on a 121.4. The 3 people on my screen that are going out of the session is Sniffleizer, Manu, and Jaco Nachel. But Anton's advising me otherwise, so we'll just get those confirmed for you. Obviously, where you qualify depends quite heavily on your strategy, what you want to do in the race, so we'll be asking those engineers sometime shortly what they think about the race strategy.
I'm going to see if we can get Robico in the comms box quickly so that we can have a chat with him. He's the race engineer for the Ferrari team. The drivers there being Jacques Nel and Jaco Nachel. So we'll see if we can get him to come.
Silent Knight's left the session.
Also, hi Don, how's it? Very well, thank you. So Don, you Jacques Nel and Jaco Nachel. Tell us a bit about what you guys are planning for tonight. Yes. Yes. Awesome. Have you guys decided on any strategies with regards to tire choices? Maybe if you can tell us something about that. Okay, well done. So yeah, thanks Don. We'll probably check in with you later during the race and see. And good luck for you guys. We're hoping they have a good result tonight. Thanks Don. Bye.
Alright guys, so unfortunately Don's mic wasn't shared. I know that's a thing on his side that he needs to fix. So it's just a simple setting that he needs to change. So we'll have to get that done for the next engineer. Just make sure that they've got that setting gone. But Don said, you know, they're contemplating it, but they're not 100% sure what they want to do.
Yes. I think it all depends on their results for qualifying too, where they lie with regards to their times. I guess they'll probably see what they can do with the mediums, but I think if the mediums do cut the mustard, they'll probably take that time. Otherwise, they will have to go to the softs to ensure they do go through to quali 3. So yeah, we'll see what their game plan is.
So my time sheet has now updated. Is the session ended? On my screen, a couple guys are still doing laps.
Um, yeah, we should be going over to qualifying 2 just now.
Are
We'll
you are
just
you
wait.
are you still seeing the same as me? Still a couple guys doing laps on track.
Yes, I'm watching the stream as well. I'm realizing that it seems like my screen and the YouTube screen, there's quite a big delay in it. So I'll probably try and stick with the YouTube stream, so that we do try and commentate on information that's relevant. No point in me commentating in something that everyone still needs to see. So I'll keep an eye on the stream.
Alright, so yeah, sorry if there is a big delay. That's either on YouTube's part or it's just because I'm broadcasting in the UK. There is a short matter of distance that needs to be taken into account with these things. So yeah.
Yes.
So it looks
So
like last guy's coming across.
Yes. We're just waiting. I know on Monday night there was also quite a long delay for the game to go over into qualifying too. So we'll just wait for the game to proceed to qualifying too. I think while we wait for qualifying to take place, I was thinking, seeing that this year F1 2020 is almost like dedicated to Michael Schumacher, being the deluxe edition. I thought it would be a fun idea to maybe share some interesting facts with everyone about Michael Schumacher. Maybe there's some facts that everyone it's very familiar to every one of us, and then maybe some interesting stuff that we didn't know. So I don't know if anyone knew this, but he won his first championship when he was only 6 years old. So born on the 3rd of January in 1969 in Hurth, North Rhine-Westphalia, Germany. He was born to his father, Rolf Schumacher, and his mother, Elizabeth. So Schumacher was exposed to the world of karting during childhood, as his parents worked at a local kart track in Kirpen, Germany. Now, his father ran the track, and his mother operated the canteen, selling sausages and chips to the young racers. Back then, Schumacher could be seen lapping around the track on a pedal kart. When he was only 4 years old, his father added a small motorcycle engine to his pedal kart, and Michael would turn the car park of the kart track into a racetrack. After he finally hit a lamppost, his parents realized that it was maybe time to change the car park or to the tires off. His wealthy opponent would be the only one on the racetrack at the age of 6. Schumacher's parents arranged for lucrative sponsorships for Schumacher's successful ascent in the racing world. So yeah, quite an interesting start for Michael Schumacher, being exposed to racing at such an early time in his life, and I think that definitely played a big part in his success that he achieved.
Yeah, so Michael, obviously legend of the sport. I know somebody that raced alongside him, Kimi Räikkönen. He's got his kid on the cart, and he's only 4 years old. So we'll see how he does there. Finland also with a very, very long heritage of drivers. Currently, Bottas and
Yes.
Räikkönen, the two Finns in the sport. It looks like Räikkönen might actually retire this year. But obviously, there's not many spots going left, and I think Ferrari might have a say as to what driver ends up at Alfa next year.
Yes. Yeah, interesting with the Finland guys being very competitive in racing. So it seems like we're about to get going in qualifying too. Just waiting for the stream to take us there. There we go.
So we've got a couple of drivers coming out now. Yeah, so Q2, you didn't need a very competitive time to get through to Q2, especially with the one DNF from Manu, left a bit of space for error there. So we saw guys with 124s and lower actually come through to the session.
Like we said, your tire choice or the tire which you qualify with in this session will determine the tire with which you start your race. So you have to be a bit calculating during this session.
Yeah, so obviously that's up to the players and their respective engineers as to what strategy they will pick. I don't actually know the strategy for this track. It doesn't come out to me as a track that's going to be very high on the tire deg. Though if your tire pressures aren't low enough, then I think you're going to see some overheating in the front.
Yes, I know on Monday night I was planning on doing a soft, medium, soft initially, and then just as the race was about to start, I actually changed my mind and decided, no, let's rather try a medium and a hard to make it a one-stop. We might have some guys tonight that actually opt for the two-stop strategy. Other guys maybe again for the one-stop. So I think it all depends on how qualifying two plays out, what the times are that the guys are setting, and then I guess that will depend the rest of the strategies.
Yeah, so we've got just the two guys on the mediums, Sniffalaza and Donovan. So they're the two brave souls out there trying to set a lap on the mediums. Obviously, quite a risky strategy. If you're not a very quick driver, you might struggle to get into the top 10 if you're on the mediums. As we also see Yaku now also going onto the mediums. So we saw low 24s by a lot of drivers. Maybe some of them in the 22s last session. What are we thinking as a top 10 time? I'm going for maybe a mid 22.
Can you just repeat that time?
So, top 10 time, I'm just having a look based off the last session. Maybe a mid 22, maybe even a high 22 might see you safe.
Yes, yeah. I think we might see some slower times, seeing that guys would like to start on medium tires, but we also have seen previously that some racers do prefer to go out on all three qualifying sessions on the soft tire to get them the best possible grid position for the start. I'm normally one of those guys starting at the back of the grid, and the first corner or two can be quite a lot of carnage. So I know last night I suffered some wing damage through the first corner. So I'm thinking definitely we have guys that prefer to have a start in front so that they can possibly avoid those kind of incidents. And yeah, I guess they probably adapt their strategies according to that decision.
Absolutely. So we've got a few people coming across the line here. Obviously, in the last session, my time sheet was very delayed, so we're going to have to check again because we do see people coming across the line here, just not updating the time board. So I don't know if they're starting a lap or ending a lap. So we're just going to have to bear with for now. Sagifat Phase first lap 22.1, bit slower than what the pole time was for Q1. Do you think it'll be enough for him?
122.1, I think that might be good. On a soft tire, yes, it might be good enough.
Yeah, you don't really want to be going for a second lap on those hard tires because in this session, if you get through in the top 10, you know these are the tires you're gonna have to use. So 2-lap old soft tires can get you into a bit of trouble in the race. As we're on board with Pandego 2. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get the pronunciation.
Just Pandego.
Yeah, Pandego. Alright, yeah, so we're on board with him. A couple more times coming through. Namble Dog just scraping past Sagifat Face with a 22 dead, as we see Pandego now on the final two corners. Looking to be an okay lap. Very slow on the left-hander though. And then we come through the rats. Chilling on the throttle, 4th gear, 5th gear, and then he's into the DRS. We'll see him across the line now. Will the time board update for us? It won't. So we'll see what he does. But maybe 20-30 seconds down the line, we'll see what he does.
Maybe if I could just about that. I see in the comment section we have guys mentioning that the lag is quite terrible. Some saying a full 2 to 3 minutes behind as what is actually happening, and I think it's possibly due to you being in the UK and streaming the communication and the data going over and across the internet. So we really do apologize for that, everyone. We'll definitely see how we can sort this out in future races, so please just bear with us.
Yeah, so first race of the season, so we're just trying everything out. If anything goes wrong, please do bear with us. We are trying to get this right, as we've got burnout. I mean, taking the left right chicane very slowly. I think this is just his outlap. He hasn't turned his DRS on. But yeah, so we've got Verno cheering on the Mercs. I think the two competent drivers, I would say. I've spoken to Donovan and Burnout. They seem like good guys.
Yes, yeah, they are the two guys going for the Mercedes team, and they are two very good friends as well, and they really do complement each other very well. So I'm very excited to see what they can do. I know last season Burnout had some quite bad luck in finishing races, but he did manage to turn his luck around, and he's putting in some really good times. So I'm also, me being a Merc driver, I'm also silently rooting for him a little bit extra more. So yeah, go Donovan and Burnout. I'm just quickly going to see if I can get the race engineer, Silent Knight, into our comms box, so that we can maybe have a chat with him as well.
Alright, just make sure to tell him that he's sharing his voice so we can actually hear it this time. Yeah. So Saggy Fatface blitzes the field with the 121.1, 9/10s quicker than Bulldog as we go 6 minutes left in the session. Again, sorry about the timing screens. We don't know how up to date they are with what's actually happening on track, so I can just say what I'm seeing in front of me. So Burnout's a couple corners to go, cuts it a lot. He cuts it a lot. He hasn't got an invalidation as of yet.
He's very lucky there.
But we'll see him across the line. What's happening here? Oh, he's going to go for another lap, looks like. Oh, what's happened with them? Is that something to do with the net?
No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's lag on the game side or if he's just having a few bad corners there, but I'm thinking he actually probably wanted to pit, I don't know, but he's going to have to go around again.
Very, very odd decision. Oh, and we've got Saggy Fatface actually racing for position. Very interesting to see what happened there. He hasn't validated his lap though. I think he was just having an out lap.
So I see Silent Knight did join the party. Silent Knight, can you hear us? Let's just give him a bit more time. He should be in just now.
There we go.
Hi. Good evening, gents.
Hi, Vander, how are you?
I'm well, and yourself?
No, very well, thanks. So you are the race engineer for the Mercedes team. Tell us a bit about your guys' preparation for the race for tonight. What can you tell us?
Okay, yeah, so we're just gonna go as fast as we can possibly can. So we're not gonna do the same strategy that we tried like on Monday evening for the T3. So we're gonna go on softs, and hopefully there will be another safety car too. Then we can, capitalize on that as the race progresses. So obviously the nerves are high for everyone. It's their first race of the season for Tier 2 as well. But yeah, we're just gonna gun for it and see if we can just get some points at least at the end of the night.
Okay, so you guys are definitely putting a good position ahead of the long game, if I can put it like that. You guys are actually bargaining on the safety car and trying to play that into your favor.
Yes, no, that is what we hoping for, but otherwise it seems that everyone's going to be more or less on the same strategy. So, yeah, no, we will just try to outsmart the other teams and see if we can, gain a few positions as we go along the event. But Donovan is doing good at the moment, it seems.
Steve is lying second, so yeah, we third actually now. We just need another time from Bernard. So yeah. So Vander, you also in an interesting race last night, getting to start on top position, but then the race just didn't work out.
Yes, no, I had track position, but like after the, I think it was the third or fourth lap, we had already had the second safety car out. So I just reckoned that I can pit for softs. My mediums was still actually good. I should have stayed out. But yeah, I reckoned that I could have gained a lot of places when I pitted for the softs. So that's what I did, and I eventually worked my way up back to second until, yeah, obviously I had that unfortunate accident, the second last lap. So yeah, I only had place number 4. I threw my podium away, unfortunately.
Oh well, still good points, but yeah, well done and congratulations. And we'll talk again to you later during the race, catch up with you and see how you guys are doing.
Great stuff. Thank you very much, guys.
Cheers.
Okay, awesome. Talk later.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right, so on my screen, I've got Sagu Fatface as the number 1 driver in the session at the minute on a 121.1, followed by Avilach on a 21.3 and Nick on a 21.4. Very close lap times. I think my stream is glitching out a little bit, so I'm getting some drivers stopping on track, which is not the usual behavior, and stuff's going on.
Yes.
Yeah, so just bear with me here. So if we go with Chile, what's gonna happen here? Right, so we're back on. Looks like it's working for the minute, so we'll see how that goes. So we've got our 2 medium runners, only with 1 time set at a 23.3 in 10th place. Do you think any of the guys below him can dislodge 10th?
123. I know Burnout can probably do a lot better. Mugesh is one of our new drivers, so I'm not completely sure what he's capable of. He'll still have to show us, but it's Mubura is also definitely a quick guy, so he should be able to push himself into the top 10 as well as Sniffalizer. So, yeah, definitely interesting few seconds remaining for quali 2. I see we've got about 30 seconds left there, so I'm hoping Burnout will. I'm not sure if these guys on the outlaps will actually make the cut-off time for quali 2.
So we've got a new fastest lap by Buddha at a 21 dead. Very close to the top of the timesheets, and then a bit of a fall off after 4th place. We've got the first 22 and at 5th with Donovan on 22.011. Just a few people finishing up their laps now. It takes a while to finish the session just on our side, which is unfortunate. Let's just check who's on a lap. The minutes. Is Buddha on a lap? Looks like he might be. Though it looks like he's invalidated his time by those red sectors.
Ooh. So yeah, normally after the time is up for the qualifying session, they do give you another, I think it's 3 minutes to finish your lap. So that's the time that we're waiting for now.
Yep, so we'll see most guys through into the pits. Just a few guys on a lap. We see Porthmace is out on the track though. This is his 3rd lap on the tyres, which I'm not too sure is the best idea.
Yes, yeah, like we said, the compound on which you qualify now will be the compound on which you have to start the race. I'm not completely sure if it's the exact same tires or if it is a fresh set, but the compound do stay the same.
Alright
So,
guys, so I'm just having a look on the WhatsApp group. It looks like we're going to be changing the session. So bear with us, we're going to get this all sorted. And yeah, so we're going to have to cut the stream for a few minutes and we'll get a couple loose ends sorted.